Wow, that is cool.
I always wanted a truck like this.
Right.
So I drew it, and now I built it. There's nothing like the feeling of dragging something home from the weeds and building something that looks like this.
Yeah. Let's see if she'll rock a little. Wow, I love this.
Long time no see. Happy birthday! Oh my God! Look at it! Oh! Oh my God! So we got the carpet in, gauges, new steering wheel, deluxe heater controls. All the holes are plugged on the dash. New headliner. Does this one pass inspection, honey? Introduce you to Aunt Jamie to an American hero. You got it. Peace out.
Buffalo, buffalo, buffalo.
Boy, he looked good when he was wet, didn't he? You know what? I think he's gonna wet.
He looks really good with a Teletubby in front of him.
With a what? With a what in front of him? Are you okay? Hey, you're on film right now, you know. A what? What?
You look like a Teletubby.
I have both hands. If I were out in the field working on.
Oh, I love you.
Here's my sign. I mean,
I can't look at you.
Quit that. We're family friendly.
I know, but I'm gonna pee my pants.
Classic Truck Rescue. Welcome back to the channel, folks. I'm not gonna gab long. I backed myself into a corner. It's Thursday at 2:45 in the afternoon, and tomorrow, Friday, at 12:30, a big truck's gonna show up to pick up a 1955 Chevy Shortbed step-side pickup that doesn't exist yet.
You can't do that.
We're putting together a rolling project for a guy, and it doesn't need to run or drive, but it's got to be complete. And I didn't realize that Annabella had a grooming appointment this morning, and I had a doctor's appointment and an optometrist's appointment today to get my glasses. I assumed I had all day today to put this truck together. Well, it's 2:45 in the afternoon, which means I may be working late tonight. But what I'm doing is I'm putting this truck together out of 3 trucks. And this helps with decreasing the numbers on the Classic Truck Ranch. I'm going to go mow out. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Oh, also, hold on. I did some bulk shopping this morning while I was running my errands. I went ahead and bought, well, I went to the place where you can buy bolts and nuts and screws and things by the pound. And I got a few pounds. Now, there are only 3 or 4 different sizes of bolts that I need to bolt this sheet metal onto this truck. And I've got them all covered, but I got a bunch of different lengths. I got all different sizes of washers and nuts. This is something that I can never waste money on, nuts and bolts. I use them, folks. I go through them like candy. But I've got these things that I ordered that go with all my pegboard and the hook kit that I got for my walls. So since these are the most common sizes that I use on these trucks, I'll go ahead and divvy them up as to what goes with what and put them in there. But not right now, because I'm anxious to get the truck and all of its parts gathered into one spot. This is very helpful for reducing the numbers because I'm taking 3 trucks and I'm taking parts off of all 3 trucks to build the one truck, which is going to leave 2 trucks that are incomplete trucks already that I'm going to finish taking apart. I'll put those parts away. All the leftover parts will go in the big building. This is helping me build an arsenal of parts for 2.5 trucks that I have to put together before winter. And it's not going to be hard because I'm getting so much more organized. The work is a lot easier. It goes a lot faster. The quality's better. And I've got everything I need right at hand. This will help reduce the numbers of trucks on the property. It helps me with the funds to put the house together. It's all good. So the first thing I thought I'd do is bring all the trucks that are going bye-bye, the one that's getting put together and leaving on a truck, and the 2 that are disintegrating and going on the parts shelves, and bring them out here. But I want to mow this down before I bring them out there. The 2 that are left over may be sitting here for a week or so till I can get them completely taken apart. I'll try not to get anal and mow the whole circle.
Oh, come on now. You know you will.
You know you will.
I just mowed all around the house and the driveway entrance and all that. I hate to not get it all done. There's a lot of mowing that has to be done out here with the property that we've cleared, or else the bushes try to come back. And I noticed the more I mow it, the more it turns into lawn. Like that was dirt 6 months ago. Now it's becoming lawn. And on the back side of the house over by Golden Pond, we have a lawn actually going over there. It's beautiful when you... That was a pile. A year ago, that was a big pile with stumps in it and blackberry bushes, that whole area, and now it's lawn. That's how it happened. Same with this over here. It had a mountain of logs and debris underneath a brush pile as well. So when we conquer it and get it to look like a lawn, we want it to stay that way. So I'll get that mowed, and then we'll get the trucks moved up here.
Made a lot of half-hearted mistakes, but I worked so hard on this one. Gave her my everything. Wasn't losing battle, so I'm laying down. And every new heartbreak hurts a little more. Every new heartbreak hurts a little more than the last time around. And I'll let her go, oh Lord, just let it be the last time around, please. And I'll let her go, oh Lord, this might be the last time around.
Alright, I got the center circle all mowed up. I decided I'm going to bring them up here one at a time where I can get to them with my tools. I'll get the parts that I need off of the donor trucks and then put what's left of them there till I can deal with them. But I want to get all the parts for the truck we're building right here. Okay, this is a 1955 Chevy. It was a 1-ton Longhorn, which means it had a 9-foot bed on it, V8 truck. We're getting the front clip off of it. It's not perfect, but it's a pretty complete front clip. Pretty decent fenders. They all usually need a little help right down there, but it's got a nice hood on it. This truck, I believe, does have its original 265 V8 engine, and I had it running at one point. So when we get done building this project, I'll come back and I'll take the engine out of it. Well, I'll probably pull the cab off first. Some of this just looks like absolute junk back here. Some of it is. These pieces right here are for a panel truck, and they can come in handy. So we'll put them on a shelf somewhere, and the junk will go with the junk. Those bumper bolts been on there for 70 years. That's okay too. believe it's still bolted on down there. It's amazing.
Tell me tales that will leave me scared. Smart me sure to get it through my head. I'm either gonna run this town or walk all over you. Run out loud, gotta run on.
I should have pulled this into the shop. I could be rolling around under it on my creeper.
Keep on running till the sun goes down. Run out loud, better run on. Run all day till you can't be found.
That's gonna need a new brace down there. It's all rusted out. I'm gonna use the extractor.
Run out loud, gotta run on. Keep on running till the sun goes down. You
Oh, they welded it to the fender.
ain't gonna outrun me. Oh, better run. Oh, yeah, I say you better run, boy. Oh, you better run. Oh, yeah, I say you better run, boy.
Whoa! Radio
Now
antenna.
gotta run on. Keep on running till the sun goes down. Run out loud, better run on. Run all day till you can't be found. Run out loud, gotta run on. Keep on running till the sun goes down. You can outrun the devil, but you ain't gonna outrun me.
Okay. Now I can put this one aside and bring in the next victim. Classic Truck Rescue early on a Friday morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Despite the way the sky looks, it's supposed to be pretty decent today. Last night, after getting back from the doctor and the groomers, I got the front clip off the 55 Chevy pickup, moved that over there, wrapped the engine up. This morning, I had a 911 with the chickens. I went out to feed them, and one of them had a big old clump of mud around its foot, a big one. Well, it wasn't mud, let's face it, it was chicken poo, and it hadn't come out of the coop, and the other ones were behaving strangely, and I felt so bad for the little critter that I isolated her in the cab. She was the only one in the cab, so I closed off the tunnel and I grabbed her, and she was so good. This chicken, I should have filmed it, but I was in such a hurry to get her. She just seemed to be in distress. Anyways, I took her over to the picnic table, and I had my machete, and I was chipping away, and this thing was as hard as a rock. And I had a vision, not a good vision, so I stopped doing that, and I brought her over here to the shop. She was so good. This is the clump that was around her foot right there, and that's some of it. It was hard as a rock. So finally I brought it out here and I soaked it down a little bit, and then I chipped away, and I was still nervous with the business end of my claw hammer, and then I exposed the leg. It was a traumatic thing, folks. This bird was in distress. But anyways, so I had to deal with that. Some stuff pops up that you just have to deal with, but I got it dealt with pretty quick. And she was walking weird, but she was ambulatory. When I put her back in the cab, I unsealed the tunnel leading out to their outdoor area, and we'll swing by and see how she's doing, or if she came out of the cab. But today I got to build a truck out of 3 trucks. So the next thing I'm gonna do is bring up the truck that we're taking the cab off for our rolling project 55 Chevy pickup. But first I got to go feed my cows. You know, you don't really realize how much the little critters, how attached you are to them until they're in distress. But that bird was so good. I just cradled her right here. First she was flapping her wings a little, so I held her wings down. I cradled her right here with the clawed foot with a dirt clod on it right here. And she was just a little sweetheart the whole time. She gave one little peek when I was getting busy with the claw end of the hammer, and that's when I switched to the screwdriver and started just pulling little pieces off. But we'll go see how she's doing right now real quick. I wonder if she's come outside yet. She might be too tender to go down that ramp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's a few of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There might be 2 in here. How you doing, sweetie? How's your foot? How's your foot? Well, if that's her, she is standing on the foot it was her left foot that was in the dirt clod, the poop clod. All right, well, I don't know if that was her or another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's 2 in the tunnel. Alright, well, I'm going to assume she's okay. I mean, she's got to be better off without that 5-pound poop clod on her leg. So I'll go get my cows fed. I got work to do today. I got to get busy. Come on, Jet, let's go eat. Jet, let's go eat. I'll race ya. I'll race ya. Oh, he's such a show-off. Bunny! Bunny! Hi, buddy. Jet, you're pretty fast. See, I got his runway all smoothed out with some sandy loam. He likes that. You like that, huh, buddy? You're pretty fast. You beat me. You won. Jet won this morning. He was flying. Me. Gotta get this done quick. A lot to do today. It's really helpful when our neighbors let us use this pasture for them. It cuts down on how much we have to give them. Plus, I'm growing our other pasture over there by the flagpole, and we're gonna fence that in. We should be doing pretty good. Yeah, he likes this a lot better. Oh, they're impatient. Come on, Jet, you know the drill. You know the drill, Jet. You know the thing. Jet's old, he needs his senior care. They'll do just fine on the grass. You know what, I'll throw them some of their ground treats. No sense putting the grain down in there. Okay, you guys have a good day. I'll see you this afternoon. Next up on the chopping block, right there. We're taking the cab off of that one. And then we're taking the cab off of that one. We're putting that cab on that chassis, and the front clip that we removed yesterday on that, that'll be our project truck. Got a few parts to put with it, but I got to drag that up now. No rear wheels. We don't need no stinking rear wheels. I'll be right back, folks, as soon as I get Yunkin warmed up. Oh, we got a parts bonanza going on here, folks. A parts bonanza. Nice. This is actually a really nice cab. Be easier to do this if I got this bed off of here. I'll just pick it up, swing it this way, and then pull it back because I don't feel like moving that. My back just got to where it's feeling kind of decent right now. I got something I can do while that tire's airing up. All right, I'll be back when I've got this drug up front. I got to go move that axle right now. life. Okay folks, I'm back. I saved you the drudgery of removing, well, disconnecting the steering column. I'm leaving the steering column in this truck because when I remove the cab, I can squinch it over a little bit to get it through the frame and then go up with it. It saves me time. I got the clutch pedal and the brake pedal removed, took all of the cab mounting bolts loose from the four corners, removed the front clip, hood hinges, all that stuff. I probably did some other stuff, but I saved you the drudgery. Let's get this cab off of here and get our project truck up here. While I'm doing that, I'm going to make a stop and cut a piece of sheet metal off of something real quick. And then I'll move this front clip out of the way. This can get set aside. But for now, let's get this truck out of the way. I'm gonna have to go back and get another battery and a couple of cutting wheels, but I think I got that most of the way cut out. Here's our truck. This is the one that will become a truck. Need another battery. Makita. Oh, that's what I need right there. And one of these, just in case. We got to pull that cab off. That cab's no bueno. This cab I don't know how many people remember me buying this, but I got it pretty cheap, and there's reasons I got it cheap, but it has been a blessing to a lot of people that are putting trucks together. That's not good. I think I just made a breakthrough, literally. There we go. Just what the doctor ordered. And there's still stuff. I guarantee you I will still make use of some pieces of this truck. I didn't like that smoke. What we got going? Oh, we got a little fire trying to start. Sorry. Not on my ranch. Not on my classic truck ranch. Oh, there's a smolderer down there. Well, deluxe. Wow, that's weird, folks. Deluxe radio delete plugs on an anniversary edition truck. I know, don't cry. I know, why would anyone do this to an anniversary truck? Trust me, it happened before I met it. It was before I came along. Because I would have kept this truck together for sure. Alright. Got that. Now I got another cab to pull off. I'll be right back. Once again, I spared you the agony of watching me. Ooh. The knee didn't like something that I did. Anyway, I spared you the agony of watching me remove the cab. It got a little interesting with a couple of rusty bolts. Actually 4 rusty bolts, but I've got her all ready to lift off there. I will lift the other one off. That fender was in the bed. My customer wants a fender without the spare tire cut out. I've got one. It's not perfect. I already showed him. He's seen pictures of everything he's getting. So I'll probably bolt this one on just because it'll give me room to put some other parts in the bed. Hopefully he can fix that. That's where the spare tire rack was, but that's flat metal. Good step, good bedside. I'll bolt the new fender on. We'll get this cab off. Get that cab on. Oh yeah, and removing the brake pedal can be interesting on these, and the pitman arm, but it's all loose. It's just sitting there. I've still got an hour and a half before the shipper shows up. Not cutting it close or anything. Yeah, I got an hour and a half till the shipper shows up. I'm gonna go take a 15-minute break, potty my dog, little Annabella, the truck inspector general, and then I'll be back on it. We're playing a game of beat the shipper, not literally, figuratively. Oh, I'll tell you what, I've worked up a sweat 3 or 4 times today. Anyway, go potty Annabella, the truck inspector general, and then I'll get back out here and get back on it. Gonna need these for pulling cabs off. I'll tell you what, I've already noticed that having my tools so organized has really made a difference in how fast I can get something done. I just set this table up. I have other stuff I'm still doing in the Roadhouse garage. It's not quite finished, but I just set this table here, and any tools I'm using, I just put right here in the bolts and stuff, and then clean that up when I'm done with this job, and there'll be no more chaos out here on the Classic Truck Ranch. We're gonna be organized. I'll be back. Hello?
Hi there. Can I talk to Rick, please?
This is Rick.
Rick, I got your number from Eric. The transporting his pickup truck.
Yes.
Oregon to Ohio.
Yes.
So my driver will be in Oregon, like in the pickup location around like 3 p.m.
Thank you, God.
Okay, so he'll be here at 3 o'clock?
Like around estimate 3 p.m. I will call you before like 30 minutes of pickup, okay?
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure I have my gate open when he comes. So if he...
One more question I have, sir. Like, we don't need any kind of winch or something like that, right? We can just go to the pickup location with the trailer, and you can load the trailer, right?
Yes, I have a track.
You can load the truck to the trailer.
Yes, I can load the truck.
Thank you so much, alright?
Okay. See you at 3.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, thank you, Lord. It's almost 11:30 and the shipper was supposed to be here at 12:30. I still have to pull that cab off, put the good cab on, and put this front clip on it, and put the seat inside it, and go find a door. Didn't realize that I had a doctor appointment to go to yesterday at the start of the week. I wasn't planning on going to the doctor. I'm glad I went. Everything's good. But the shipper just called and said they won't be here till at least 3 o'clock. Hee-haw. Anyway, we'll get her done. All right. Had me some beef jerky and lemonade, and I'm rejuvenated. So it's time to lift some cabs. We'll take that one off, go set it down. Maybe I'll set it down in the building. Yes, I will set it down in the building. We're cleaning it up, folks. I'll go set that in the building, and then we'll pull that cab over there off and put it on there. First, I got to put some blocks in the end of my bucket. Kind of devised a pretty good method for getting these cabs off. I know there's better ways, but I use what I have, folks. When a cab is mounted on the truck, you can't just pick it up with forks. I need a little more. I need these guys right here. That's what I need. Another one. That'll work great, folks. I'm gonna have to check on this bed, see how well attached it is. It's got a metal bottom in it, and it's mounted on there good. So I got to be careful about how I do this.
Gentle.
Are you nuts? I'm not not too awfully concerned about this cab because it's kind of a parts cab. Well, actually it is a parts cab. I'm just gonna get it off there. Pesky cap bolts. Tad bit rusty. Paul Montanian, thank you, buddy. And Teresa too. I use the stuff you guys send me. I feel like I had to get these bolts started while I got the tractor here. Or throw the Pitman arm on there or something. Yeah. Gonna have to be the bolts. All right, folks, I can wiggle it from there. Now we're starting to have a truck. Now we're starting to have a truck. I like it. Okay. Let's get to building a truck. Now I know this cab looks a little rough on the cab corners and the steps. They all do. It's got a pretty decent floor and it's very solid up above the windshield and around the windows. Pretty nice cab. And it has an uncut dash. I'll get that snuggled on there. I went and bought some bolts by the pound. We'll start throwing bolts in so it doesn't fall apart going to its new home. And I'll be right back. All right, folks, we're over the hump. The hard part's done. Now I just got to slap a whole bunch of parts on there. I'm not going to go into detail. I'll just set you up on the runs all day camera and you can watch this truck come together. I'm going to come over here to the Kenwood, thank you Jack, and pick an album, throw it on, crank up the tunes and get to work. I'll be back. Thanks for watching.
Fear not, my friends.
Part 2 is
Available now. But only
Classic Truck Rescue. Here's your shiny bauble. It's a shiny bauble.